Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is gonna be a duct tape squishy of this giant egg. I had a load of white duct tape kicking around, a big roll, and I thought, why not just turn it into a duct tape squishy, because I haven't done one since literally the start of 2020, and then before that it wasn't since August 2019, so I mean that is a while. And I've been seeing comments on my duct tape squishy videos recently, and I thought actually I could probably do with doing another design, but considering my country has now gone into lockdown, I wasn't able to get any cute colours, but I did have this white one kicking around, so I thought, oh, perfect opportunity to use it. And the only white thing I could really think of that I haven't already done was an egg, so I made a fried egg duct tape squishy, a giant fried egg. It squishes so well, you'll have to wait till the end to see that, but I'm really happy with how it's turned out. It just reminds me of my little magnets that I did the other day, and I'm very happy with it. So yeah, I'm just gonna get straight on into how I made this egg duct tape squishy. So to make your duct tape squishy, you're going to first need to decide what stuffing you're going to have inside. The method that I like to use is taking a bag and then filling that bag with toy stuffing or pillow stuffing, whatever you want to call it, and then just wrapping that toy stuffing up in the bag. So this bag here had a split up it, so it was a perfect candidate to use it for this project. But if you don't have a bag kicking around, I could suggest maybe using like cling film over the toy stuffing. If you don't have toy stuffing, other soft things can also work, like shredded fabrics or like old bits of, I don't know, wool, yarn, whatever you want to call it, and just anything soft that has a bit of give in it. You want to wrap that up and make it like kind of airtight. In order to get the shape you want to use some clear tape. Well, I did anyway, because I find it easier to get the shape first of all, and you just want to kind of really bring those bits in really tightly so that all the air traps inside of the bag, and just bring it together as much as you can. Look at this, see, bringing it together, shaping it out, just making sure that all the bag was rolled up on the inside so that all the air can stay inside. Once you're happy with your shape, mine kind of resembled like a giant kidney bean, to be honest. You want to use, I don't know why that just made me laugh. You want to use duct tape, obviously, to cover your shape. So I'm using white duct tape because, like I said, it was the only one I had, but you can use whatever colours you have, whatever designs you want to make. I do have a playlist with loads of different duct tape squishies that I made literally from like 2017, 2018, 2019, and one from 2020, but you just want to cover your shape in duct tape, laying it as flat as you possibly can. You want to lay your pieces as like smooth as you can. When you're going around curves, it is a little bit harder, like you have to pull it over with your hands just to get those bits down, and then you may have to put some more duct tape over it to smooth it out. But I basically covered my whole thing in 2 layers, so like one layer making sure that it was all nice and smooth, and then the layer on the second half with the like bits going horizontally to kind of neaten it all out. Once I was happy with that, I then took some acrylic paint. So the acrylic paint that I like to use as always is the Studio Acrylics. I have also used Arteza ones, which I was very happy with, the premium ones, but the Studio Acrylics are my favourite. I just have a lot of them, and this one here is in the colour cadmium yellow in the number 23, and it's the perfect edge shade. I say this all the time, like, but for eggs and like Gudetama and stuff like that, it's perfect. It's like the perfect yolk colour. So I painted on a circle, left that dry, and then I used a Sharpie pen to draw on the face. So I made obviously the 2 eyes. I started off with a tiny little smile mouth, didn't like that, felt like it needed to be a bit happier, so I went back in and made that like an open mouth. I painted on the tongue and blush either side of the eyes with a light pink shade that I mixed up, and then using a dotting tool and some white acrylic, I added some highlight to the eyes, and I actually made these like little sparkles because I felt like I needed something a bit extra on there because it looked a little bit plain, and I'm in love, and I feel like I want to do this on everything now. Like, look at that, isn't that so cute? I then added a little highlight to the edge of the yolk. I left that to dry, and once that was done, my duct tape squishy was then complete. And that is the end of today's video. So this is what the paint's like all dry. It feels a little bit rough, to be honest. I don't quite know why. I think this is because the duct tape feels so smooth and soft. Now, a lot of people do ask me if you need to use duct tape, and I would say yes. When making obviously tape squishies, duct tape is going to work the best because it's kind of like a fabric line. Like, it has like those little lines in it are actually like strings and stuff, and that's what keeps it all together and doesn't make it crack, and you know, it just allows for more flexibility. I do recommend putting acrylic paint on rather than just Sharpies straight on, because Sharpies sometimes rub off, but I find acrylic paint does sometimes peel, but not as easy as Sharpies. Like, as you can see there, I'm really scratching that and it's not going anywhere, and that's because I put thin layers on. So as you can see, this duct tape squishy is really chunky. Like, I don't know if this is quite coming off on camera, but here's my hand. It's like almost a hand. Well, it's like bigger than my hand, to be honest, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Squishiness wise, it's so good. Like, so good. It's so light and airy, bounces all the way back, which is why I used to love making duct tape squishies. Look at that. So much air is going in and out through like the little gaps in the duct tape, so I wouldn't like press all of those down. If you find that your duct tape squishy doesn't go all the way back up, this one here obviously does, then what you just need to do is just leave it, and honestly it should come right back up if you've used enough toy stuff in and everything. If you need to like just give it that extra bit, I'll do it right now, just do that, like pump it up a little bit and the air should move back in there, and then before you know it, it'll be all pumped up, ready to go again. I don't know, I love it. I think if you have duct tape hanging around, you've got end of rolls, you've got like some carrier bags maybe with bits of holes in, you don't want to throw them away, you've got old cushions from a clear out, old pillows for example, you're getting rid of some old toys that you don't really know what to do with and they're not in a good condition to donate, then I think this is a really fun kind of little project to take on, especially if you already have all of the materials. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you tomorrow for another DIY. Also, don't forget, leave your requests down in the comments down below, because if I make you DIY, then I will of course give you a shout out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.